Move the mountain. Move the mountain. Okay, guys. Some of you guys have to pay attention. Move the mountain. Look. Some of the times, you guys will look at a what? Problem. Some of you guys will look at a problem, and some of our problems are mountains. I want you to actively move the mountain. But before we can actively move the mountain, I want you to understand why there's a problem in the first place. Because this is you, but this is younger you. The reason the problem is so big is because you're letting a younger you make the mountain. You're not allowing your younger self to move the mountain. You're not allowing your older self to understand the mountain, right? I'm gonna allow yourself to think about it. If you're a kid, right, and you sit in a problem, you're trying to figure out, you're whining, I don't know how to get out of it. But the only thing that kids have that a lot of adults don't have is imagination, right? Imagination can move a problem into a body of water. That's what kids have. But older you will see a problem and be at a standstill of how can I solve this problem? I don't know what to do. But it's such a dichotomy of allowing yourself to allow yourself to be a younger person and feel like there's a problem, I can't move it. I'm trying to allow you guys to see, hey, if you use your imagination, you can change any type of problem. If you have the littlest faith, you can change any type of mountain that's in front of you. I'm trying to tell you guys, you can allow your older self to see this problem, and you can allow it to be thrown away. You can see your younger self to see this problem, and it can be thrown away. I want you guys to be so repellent in your imagination on that this problem that you have, that this mountain that you have is such a small mountain. You know what's the best thing about understanding this whole philosophy? Is with our imagination, we can turn this mountain, or rather throwing it into a sea, we can turn it into a rock. We can turn it into a pebble. We can look at situations and be like, oh my gosh, this situation is so small. You know the benefit of looking at your problems as rocks, as pebbles? They're not mountains anymore. They're not problems anymore. If you can allow yourself to lock in and say, hey, I'm not going to look at this situation as a mountain anymore. Benefit, guys, benefit. Ding, 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 ding. There's a benefit, there's a benefit. You get to persuade your thoughts, you get to make your actions just as easy as that. The problems that you have can be the smallest things in the entire world if you use your imagination. So some of you guys are like, what are you talking about? You're just overly yapping, coach. What do you mean? Okay. How do I talk to girls? How do I talk to girls? Coach, I don't know how to talk to girls. That's my biggest problem. I have anxiety. I'm so scared. I don't know what to say. Maybe I don't know how to start a conversation. Buddy, there's only 2 rules. Rule number 1, is she responsive? Guys, if she's not responsive, boom, you don't have to talk to a girl. You talk to the girl, boom, she's talking, right? Is she responsive? Rule number 2. Hey. Why are you guys scared of saying hey? You think girls are mountains? Girls are not mountains. They're rocks. They're pebbles. They're easy solutions to say, hey, I can pick up this rock, look at it, see it, and be like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm trying to tell you guys, you don't have to look at these problems, these mountains, as such a hard thing. I want you to understand it's one of the easiest things. Saying hey is one of the easiest things. Oh, my business is struggling. Hey, can I rate the problem? Can I look at it and be like, oh, I have a solution? It's all about illusion in your imagination. I promise you guys, if you allow yourself to think that you already solved the problem, I'm telling you, it becomes the easiest life you ever lived. Yeah, you may have hardship, but hardships make you better. But at the end of the day, when you go through those hardships, you need it. But when you overcome that hardship by looking at the problem as a pebble, that's where you have the biggest growth. And you go on top, and you get on top, and you get on top. Guys, I want you guys to be here. I want you guys to be here. Be here. Your presence of understanding that these problems are the littlest things ever can change the whole life of your life. Some of you guys want to be content creators and want to be, musicians, artists, and this, that, and third. Do it. They're going to laugh. So what? They're going to praise you too. So these problems are not the big things. These problems, these mountains are pebbles. Change it. So believe it or not, move the mountain. Class is closed.